Howdy. Today is day 2 of my makeup collection. And this is my drawer of like mainstream makeup kind of. It's all high end. I don't have any drugstore, but this is like basically high end mainstream eyeshadow palettes. So this drawer has, as you can see, a Charlotte Tilbury. And I forget which pillow, it's like Pillow Talk Dreams maybe? Yes, Pillow Talk Dreams. And this is the only little quad that I have of hers, the only quad. And I never use it. So there's that. I don't like hate it, I don't think to use it. All right, and then this Instant Eye palette, this was one of the holiday palettes one year, and I got it and I really liked it, but I dropped it when I was taking a photo of a thumbnail because I was holding too many palettes and it broke, but it's so beautiful. And I ended up getting another one, and that's this one, and I think I have used it like once and I feel a little silly about that, but it is a beautiful palette. Yeah, anyway. This was the Huda Beauty Wild Python palette, and it's so pretty. I haven't used this in so long, but I do remember liking it. I don't like this formula super a lot, but this color story is really cute, and I got this in a mystery box. I know, Huda Beauty mystery box. I think I bought it. I think I bought this. Anyway. Norvina, I have 3 of these. It's like the first 3 that came out all at once. And I like these. I almost kind of forget about them. If I'm going to use like colorful palettes, I usually go to my indie brands, like blends and stuff. But I do like this, and it's good for rainbow looks and things. Here, we'll look at the other 2 of those next. This one was number 1, I think, of these. And they're like big, sturdy palettes. The pans are huge. They're pretty, but like, I don't know, like I said, I kind of forget about them. But they're nice. I don't know, I like these. Like, I'm glad I got them. They do remind me of like a certain time period. I have such a weird setup today. Like, I'm just sitting here kind of hunched over this drawer. Okay. And then this is very blue, kind of cool toned, except for some pinks and that orange and brown there. Yeah, I don't know. These are just kind of neither here nor there, which I feel a little bit like that about a lot of these. This was a ridiculous... I really liked Frozen 2. And they came out at Colourpop. Colourpop gets me with their cutesy stuff. This was the Anna palette. I think this is a pressed glitter. Yeah. Anyway, it's like actually a super pretty palette. Like, look at that. I don't ever use it, partially because these are usually not in this drawer. I put them in this drawer for this video, but usually they go in like a different spot. And I just forget about them. And I don't use Colourpop that much, if I'm honest. Whoops. Okay, so this is the Elsa palette. Like, these are just so cute. Look at that. Yeah, and this one's more cool toned. Got some icy. This is actually, I actually like pressed glitters. I think for a while, I think I didn't like them because like it was sort of not popular to like press glitters or something among the people that I watched, but I realized I like them. I think they're pretty and fun, and yeah, I like them. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. The next one we have here, lots of Colourpop in here because it's not very expensive and it's so cute. This was the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer palette that I had to have because I love Rudolph. It's like my favorite Christmas themed thing. It's cute. This is what the mirror looks like. I'm going to try not to shine it up on me or the lights. All right, anyway, there's that. Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. I think this was the first Huda Beauty palette that I ever got, and I do not regret it. This is spectacular. It's so beautiful. It's very light. It's very light and ethereal. I don't think you can get too much depth from that, but I really like it. This is, I think, the only NARS eyeshadow palette that I have. It's actually super pretty. I think it was one of the more unique palettes. I feel like a lot of theirs just look exactly the same, and this one was like super enticing and beautiful. So yeah, that's a good one. What was this called? Climax. Ugh, their names are just like, I just feel like it's gotten old. Whatever. Oops. Oh, well, we'll deal with that later. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is so old. This is the misunderstood Disney villain. I do like Disney, and I like me a Disney villain. My favorite is Ursula. I'm probably Maleficent, but like Ursula is number one. But yeah, just cute and colorful. It's like almost all... No, I guess there are some mattes in here, but there's a lot of shimmers. It's fine. Like, this palette is fine. I don't use it. I just have it now. I got this. I did an Ulta haul, and really, I kind of literally bought it for the video. I don't know. It's kind of silly, but it is a really cute... I like that they're like little cat themed things. There was a cat themed like glitter that came with this collection, or that was part of this collection. It's like a nice rainbow palette, actually. It's cute. It's super cute. Yeah, I like it. I don't use it. I don't use... This is like my drawer of things that I don't use very often, for the most part. I don't know. I tend to use my Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, and my Indie. So I don't use these very often. This, I was just influenced to buy. It had gone away, and then it came back. It's actually super pretty. But it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. They had brought it back for like a holiday thing. Yeah, and I bought it, and it's pretty. Kind of very neutral, natural. But also you can get like smoky, but just, it's not, you know, particularly colorful. And it's beautiful, and I like the glittery packaging. This palette I actually did not like. This was Starry Eyes to Hypnotize, and this was a holiday palette. I just didn't find it very flattering. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of this. I know my mom really likes it, so this will probably go to her. This isn't declutter, by the way, because I don't really feel the need to declutter right now, but some of these I probably will end up getting rid of. This is a Charlotte Tilbury face palette. It was called The Instant Look of Love. Pretty Blushed Beauty. And I was also influenced to buy this. There I am. There's my lights. Okay. This is very mirrored. It's pretty. I tend to like the Natasha Denona face palette better. The like older one. I like the blush in the new Hyper one, but in general, I like the old one better. I'm running out of places to put these. Okay. Oh, this was like so popular, and I got it for like nothing. But it's a great palette. It's is it B&H, which I think BH. I think they went out of business, right? I don't know. Anyway, cute packaging, cute colors. I don't know. I liked this one.